On a sunsplash afternoon of a Monday at Iran Bithorn Stadium in beautiful San Juan, Colombia aims to avoid finishing last in Pool A, while Panama looks to keep its hopes alive to advance to the second round.
The 39-year-old Paulo Espino, who is one of three original World Baseball Classic veterans who is back and active and getting the ball today in a big one for Panama.
Yeah, 19 years old in that 2006 World Baseball Classic. This will be it for him. He is retiring. Don't see Gio Urshela, just couldn't quite get it going. He'll be out of the lineup today.
And he lifts the 0-1 pitch out to center field where Enrique Bradfield Jr. is there on the other side. Here's Harold Ramirez. And lines one out toward Jose Ramos, starts in, goes back, 2 gone. The veteran Donovan Solano, second World Baseball Classic appearance for Donovan out of Barranquilla. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Really good inning of work for the 39-year-old. Here's a look at Adrian Almeida.
We got a chance to see him pitch in that first game against Puerto Rico. He looked good, and that 4th inning punched out the side, ran into some trouble in the 5th.
Tapper, tough play, left side. A good hop there for Solano, but look at that. Bradfield's a step away from first.
Right.
2-1, Caballero high and deep in the air to left. Campero with, as always, the wind howling in, now races in and makes the catch. A team that has struggled so much defensively, and look at the relief on the face of Gustavo Campero as he's able to make the grab on the fly out from Caballero.
Right, we saw Harold Ramirez struggle out there.
3-2, Bernal, right side. Gobbled up there by Reynaldo Rodriguez. That'll do it in the first. We'll go to the second. No score in San Juan. First base runner on either side. A leadoff walk for the DH, short of Diaz. Rodriguez is going on strikes.
You can see again, it's only 70 miles per hour, but just big, 12-6.
Panama with the win stays alive to potentially move on, and they would have to wait to see what happens with Puerto Rico, Cuba, and Canada. And Barrow's off from first. Swing and a miss by Feohin. Throw to second. What a targeted throw right in the baseline. And the swim move, Campero thinks he got in.
They will not. They will not challenge.
I don't think he ever touched Campero, but either way, the caught stealing will wrap things up. Leadoff man for Panama, Jose Ramos. Called strike 3 there on Ramos. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Adrian Almeida. The inning wraps up 6 up, 6 down against Almeida. We go to the third. 7-8-9 for Colombia. We got no hits through the first 2. Strikeout there above us.
Okay, what a spinner. That breaking ball, we talked about it slowing you down.
There's the first base hit on either side as Diane Frias out of the 9 spot laces one through the infield, and he's on aboard with a 2-out single. Tapper off the bat of Michael Arroyo, and a nice play by the 39-year-old bouncing off the mound as Espino gets the out at first. Going to the bottom of the third in a scoreless game. 2 gone. Ruben Tejada getting his first start of the World Baseball Classic.
Works him to 3-2.
Back at the top of the order, here is the budding star in the Baltimore Orioles organization, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Waves and can't get a piece there. So striking out 3 of the last 6 outs he's recorded. Adrian Almeida is through 3. Paulo Espino, pitch number 55 coming up next. And this at bat has really lengthened that number. 10 pitch at bat. Diaz trying to find a way on with 2 outs. And charges one out to center. Bradfield racing back to it. He makes it look so easy as he hauls it in on the warning track. We are 1 out away from both starters making it through the 4th here in a scoreless game. Panama does not have a hit yet. Ground ball right side. How about Adrian Almeida? 2025 with 3 different teams in the Mexican League. He's looking good.
Yeah, Espino, how good has he been once he's settled in? This will be essentially his last goal round. Hopefully Panama can make it through, but this could be it for him.
Swings and can't get a piece there, and he's gone on strikes for a leadoff out here in the 5th. Man, this has been a really, really good starting pitching match.
Yeah, it really has been. And look, Espino, I know he's approaching that 65 pitches. Obviously, the Panama bullpen is getting going.
Man, look at Christian Bethencourt. He wants an ovation from his dugout and the fans behind it for the 39-year-old. And what a moment for Paulo Espino as Jose Mayorga is out to get him in the final start, potentially, of his baseball life. Panama going to the bullpen in the 5th. What a beautiful and emotional baseball moment. The 39-year-old Paulo Espino likely leaving a pitcher's mound for the final time with a salute to his teammates, his fans. He got the ball. He was looking at it as he came off the field. This was incredible. And here is Jorge Garcia. So something brewing for Colombia here, 1st and 2nd with 2 gone, and a chance for the guy who has the only hit in this game, Diane Frias. Bouncing ball is the final out of the top of the 5th. We're through 4 1/2, a scoreless game. We've only had had only had one hit in this game prior to Ramirez's single a moment ago, but that's the fourth walk for Colombian hitters today. I mean, this is as much of a pressure spot as you can get in this event because, again, if Colombia wins this game, Panama is eliminated. They're loaded up for Diaz. A 1. Diaz in the air to left. Castillo with the wind pushing this ball in, makes the catch. Tagging at third, here comes Arroyo, and the throw is not gonna be there. It skips by Bernal, and the sacrifice fly breaks the deadlock. It's 1-0 Colombia in the 6th. Both runners advanced behind the run, and here is Reynaldo Rodriguez. 3-2 pitch is roped left side and through a base hit. Reynaldo Rodriguez delivers. 1 run is in. Here comes Solano. He scores. Rodriguez into second on the throw, and Colombia's got a 3-0 lead.
We talked about all the missed opportunities for this Colombian team where they could have changed the outcomes of games in certain spots. Now all of a sudden they come up big. It's a pitch to hit. I talked about not giving in this situation. Just too much at the plate. And Colombia take advantage.
And you have to love that moment for Reynaldo Rodriguez, a Colombian World Baseball Classic legend, delivering in a big moment again. 3-0. It's the lefty Kenny Hernandez who will try to keep this thing from growing any worse for Panama. So 2 gone now. That'll bring up Johnny Alveo. Left center field. Oh, a leap there by Caballero, just out of his reach. Rodriguez scores, Veohin delivers, and it's an RBI single to make it a 4-0 Colombia advantage.
Now all of a sudden this Colombian offense puts some good at-bats together. Looking at 4-0 against Panama. Now you got Caballero in the thick of this lineup with 2 outs. The way it's going right now is 0 hits. If you can put to sleep the top of this lineup, man, you're going to be in business.
Caballero crushes one. High and deep into the wind out to left, and that ball is gone! Jose Caballero to the rescue. First hit of the day for Colombia's pitching staff to have yielded, and it leaves the ballpark as Caballero gets his team on the board. It's 4-1 in the 6th.
And Tyler, this is a shot into the teeth of that wind.
So now 2 in scoring position in the bottom of the 7th for Ruben Tejada. Goes after the 3-1 and lifts it out into right. This one tracking toward foul ground. Long run for everybody, and a lunging, diving, sliding grab out there by Harold Ramirez. What a play! And it ends the bottom of the 7th. Harold Ramirez has had his issues this week defensively, but he's on the Pool A highlight reel now.
And that is a huge first out here in the 8th inning. And Tyler, we talked about when Caballero came up last time, if you can just keep the traffic at a minimum, you hit that solo shot, you can tip your cap.
Ground ball out towards short. Great job ranging to his left by Frias, and his throw is offline, and Caballero's on. Just to get to that ball was pretty amazing.
Right, and you had no chance to get to your feet and try and make a good throw. You're going to be throwing off balance.
Runners off. Throw to second. Caballero's got it swiped easily. Jose Ramos. Zuniga trying to get the final out of the 8th. There goes Caballero. Ramos right side and through a base hit. That's going to cut the deficit to 2 as Jose Ramos delivers his first knock of this Monday afternoon, and it's a 4-2 ball game with 2 gone in the 8th.
Now we talked about Jose Ramos in the open. He's always come up big for Team Panama in the qualifiers.
Sosa sends one the other way, and that's down for a base hit. Ramirez cuts it off. Rounding second into third goes Ramos, and the tying run is on in the 8th. 2-run game in the bottom of the 8th here. Tying runs on, and an opportunity for another Panamanian veteran. Here comes the 0-2. Runner off from first. Betancourt to center field. It's a base hit. It's a 4-3 game as Sosa will take third, and Panama is roaring back in the 8th.
Tyler, that is a big time at bat. You go down 0-2.
Go-ahead run is in scoring position. Here comes another 2-2. And a ground ball to the right side where Donovan Solano moved over from third, has it to first, and that'll do it in the Panama 8th. But we got a new game and a tighter game going to the 9th. 2 gone in the 9th, and the task will fall to the guy who got Panama on the board with a solo homer in the 6th, Jose Caballero. And now 1 strike away. And his 1-2 pitch in the air to right. Tito Polo into the game as a defensive replacement, and he is there, and Colombia will finish its 2026 World Baseball Classic with a 1-run win over a Latin American neighbor.
for Jose Caballero and this Panamanian team, man, what an opportunity squandered after that big win last night, Tyler, against Canada. Held on to that win after the rain delay. They come in to face a deflated Colombia, a team that they could put their foot on their neck, and they just took too long, too little, too late offensively to get going.